Hello gang, how's it going? So we're going to get back in with some ranked competitive play. New rule, and that is I am not allowed to play a competitive duel until I've won an unranked one. Or, until I feel that I'm sufficiently warmed up, which I think is a pretty good rule. I've just played a game then, we had quite a nice guess at the end. So that feels like a decent point to jump in. Playing for No Move and NMPZ as well. Adding NMPZ into the mix because it does seem to make me a better player. It obviously has its fallbacks because it's absolutely solid, but we've climbed a little bit more ranking there, so that's nice. This is, if it is 2025, is it Vietnam? I think it is. Driving right, yeah, I think so. I think I'll go south down here. Maybe it's actually Philly on further reflection, but it's 2025 and we've got Palms, so yeah. No, good guess from them. Good guess. I thought it looked like we were driving right. Very good guess, actually. It was actually Malaysia. It makes sense for all the oil palms, but I maybe thought you might have got them in Vietnam, but I was wrong. We've got right and drive, we've got double yellow. So, Brazil. Like, with this coloured housing, I'd maybe go, ooh, actually, hold up. Maybe actually... Bahia. Did I have it in Bahia to begin with? Did I have it in Bahia and then did I switch off that? I think I did. Shit. Okay. First round was a blunder with those oil palms, definitely. We've got Russia close to Kazakhstan. I don't think we're quite Omskish. What about like here? Or here? I don't know where there's no antenna. Yeah, nice, good guess. All in all. First round was a tricky one, but yeah, with the oil palms. I just don't know Vietnam that well. I thought they might have existed there, but yeah, the wise choice was Malaysia. I can't really see anything on there. We've got one plate, so it's vertical, so that shouldn't put us in the north. Maybe like down this bit then, because 2 is here, isn't it? I do need to learn them a bit better. Again, not a bad guess. Not a bad one. I mean, yeah, I really do need to learn it better, but at least I know some of it. We are getting flawless, but I mean, nothing too, apart from the first round. And we have France, I believe. Not really sure where. I could potentially see it being a bit further south, but I don't think it's worth... I'll go a bit there. That's me trying to reach this a bit by going not directly in the middle. But it would have been better if we just had clicked the label. We've got right and drive. Gen 2 is this or something? Are we Mexico? Are we single yellow? It's not shit cam, so it's not Ecuador. This is not shit cam. Trying to see copyright. 19. Maybe Mexico? Just click Mexico City and we would have been fine. Yep. I was kind of scared of up here for some reason. But, yeah. We've got India. Nope, Nigeria. I mean, I'm gonna go somewhere over here-ish. Look, like nothing. We've learned 2,000 health, but I mean, you know, it's not been too terrible, you know. I've got not overly sure. That is on the. God, I'd love to be able to tell. That is Islamic, so Malaysia, Indo, I'd suggest. That does look like that car is on the right, the thingy's on the right. We've got... Oof. Cali. Yeah, we had rubber, well, what looked like rubber trees. Okay, we have Germany. Feels sort of close to Belgium. Maybe. Like this here. It's flat. 3.5 damage. I mean, it's super flat. I'm going to go somewhere. Maybe a bit further north, I don't know. No, the other side. Bangla could potentially lose here if they manage to get a reading guess off. I can't really see much that would suggest me clicking anywhere other than Dakar here. So yeah, maybe just a bit outside of it. Yeah. Still lose 400 health there, which in our situation is not what you want. But we can get it. We can get it. And we've got is this Lebanon? It is, yeah. Whew, well remembered that Lebanon is in the game. I think that's probably like the 4th or 5th Lebanon I've ever had. And we have, right then, okay, we have Lith with those hooks, is it? Or is it Latvia? Can't remember. Cannot remember. Poland, fair. Fair enough. Did I miss something? I thought those hooks were on Lithuanian or Baltic poles. Please don't tell me I missed like a stop sign or something. No. I mean, it felt Baltic, I guess. Yeah, I did miss. I missed. I didn't look at the pole properly. Oops. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a mistake. We didn't, until then, there was nothing majorly bad. We could, maybe, it was a nice get on the Indonesia on that, but we could have won there if we'd got, you know, a right region guess, but yeah, nothing too bad there apart from that blunder at the end, but we go again. In Chile, I think, not Arge. We are playing at an MPZ. I think. I mean, you know, it's either just over the border or not, so it doesn't shouldn't really matter about the country. Are we further south? Maybe it is actually Arj. It's in like one of... Because I know there's more coverage further south. It's not... Shouldn't be Tierra del Fuego, I don't think. Don't even know if there's coverage there. But... Okay, it was even further south. Fair, yeah. And it was actually just Chile. Fair. We take 2,000 points of damage off though, pretty much. So that's a nice start. We've got... double yellow, so I'd probably suggest US. I'm thinking like in and around here-ish. But it could just be Canada, and in which case it would be further north. I kind of like around Ontario, like, region. Potentially. We do have a front plate, so that would... It rules out these two, which is nice. Could be a Manny. Could be a Manny. But I feel like we are further over this side. So I don't hate the Ontario. I don't think it's over here. I might honestly leave it in the middle of Lake Superior as a little hedge. And yeah, the hedge works outside. Because I felt like it could have been upper Wisconsin and around that. So nice region guess. Even though... we did get the country. Mexico, I assume. Right. Can't really tell where the sun is, which is... Do I go north? That's a hill over to the south, is it? West, south, west. I can't. I struggle using the compass in NMP zone. My brain can't figure it out. To the north? Yeah, to the north. So maybe in like Chihuahua. Maybe in Chihuahua. Ish. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. Please don't be... Okay, sound. And that is GG. Nice. And the North vibe was good. It wanted us it. If we'd have gone, you know, just Mexico clicky get click, we wouldn't have got the win. So, yeah, I love it when you get a 3-rounder. Good guess. Well, good-ish guess. And then a good guess on the Mexico there, because I was kind of not entirely sure on the continent. But very, very nice there. And we pretty much regained the ELO that we lost. Always good to stop the slide. Okay, we are playing no move now, and we're in the southern hemisphere. We've got hills like that. So Brazil. Kind of want to go one of the weird north ones. I did do some clicking about on Brazil the other day, and did have a look up at some of the north stuff. That was the... Okay, yeah, nice guess. That was my first thought, was down here. But, yeah, nice. To be fair, I mean, I do need to get better at the northeast states, but it was a nice guess on getting the region. And we have... Is this Chile again? Yeah, I think so. Hold up. We got no. Hold up. We got an octagonal web. I should trust that. And that. I should absolutely. But why does it not feel like Mexico? That's octagonal there as well. But well, yeah, it can't be Chile because we've got that as well. Please don't be Brazil. I just did not feel like Mexico. It felt like Brazil, but I mean, with the poles, obviously it's going to be there. But I was like trying to convince myself that maybe they might have existed down here or here. But I mean, with the road lines as well, it was never going to be Chile at least. We have the lake in the north, I think. To the west, which, I mean, I can't really think of much else it would be other than like this. Although there's no road here. So maybe we come back to it and it's this one, or is the road just not marked? Like, I thought it was this, but I mean, I thought there was a road running along the... Okay, there is. Is it this then? Something like that? Nice, good stuff. Thank God I found that road. Okay, it's not really marked, but that's fine. It was just an offshoot. I was going to try and convince myself that it was somewhere else. This time I just go down, don't I? Although, yeah. Do I? Yeah, further up. Yeah, it did feel a bit warmer. Okay, yeah, that was gettable actually. Bit of a blunder there. And we've got Kazakhstan. Got hills. Wait. No. No. No way. Not at all. We're Namibia. It's fine. The thing's totally off to the left. It is totally off to the left. Right. Where's it, Tsar? Are there hills up here or something? It happens. It happens. Look, there's just so goddamn much of them to remember now. I thought it didn't quite. No, it's not the. Yeah, obviously it's not the Namibia one. At least didn't go Kazakhstan. That would have been bad. And these hills don't fit. Good, very good guess from them though. To be fair, actually, because even that's pretty much the only guess which would have won there. So that's annoying. We just had a brain fade and forgot because everything else there was pretty okay. I mean, we could maybe have won if those had been better, but we deserve to for that. I just forget about new Kenya coverage and new blah 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 coverage where you've got that truck and you've got to remember that truck, and then, you know, at least we've got that guess. At least we have that one, and that was actually pretty good as well, but we just had a brain fade. They were probably watching that. They're probably spectating on that and being like, go on, you idiot, please do it. Cool. So hopefully we can wipe that from our memory and yeah, get back to winning ways here with a I want to say Arge on this. Might be a bit further north, but no, I quite like it around here. I feel like I Chile actually, Santiago region, but also it could Yeah. Now I put my guess down. I'm like, I actually quite like that more than where I put it. Yeah. We still take 500 points off, but I should have given that okay, because sometimes it happens. Sometimes I throw a guess down, and I'm like, the minute I do it, I'm like, no, it's not that. Right then. It's these polls are interesting. Also, this is interesting as well. It's far north. I think, or is it Ulan-Ude, or is it Alaska? I can't tell what the blur's saying. 2020. This pole is feeling a bit more American, and so is this fence. Like, I don't know if they'd have a fence like this in Russia, but then also I'm pretty sure we'd see front of the car if we're in US. Okay, I'm just talking myself into a hole here. Water hedge. I think I'm going there. I don't think it's... I think if it is Russia, I think it's there, and it's not the further north stuff. Oh. Okay, I think I've messed up. Yeah. The fence... Yeah. The fence by the side of the road, you wouldn't have got that in Russia. I just couldn't picture where it would be here, so... That's annoying. Maybe I'll go Spain. NMPZ, man. NMPZ. There was a part of me that was like considering that, and you know, a minuscule part, but Jesus, man. This game, bruh. New Zealand or Chile? We got ferns, right? Ferns. So I'm gonna do it. That is a fern. Maybe on the South Island, actually. Nice. This is the UK. Leave it in good old Wales. It's as good as anything. It feels like the UK. It feels miserable. Played the depressing Britain map that I played. That I created. Nice, good stuff. And you can find out... Whoa, Bromyard! It's near where Nostock is. The first ever festival I went to. Not a massive fan of my guess here. I am actually massive fan. I'm a massive fan of the dictionary. As a wise old poet once said. Symmetrical with double. Is that the North Supply? It doesn't have a thing. I don't know. It was that one. I forget the polls. Zombie. Yeah, we had oil things. I forget the polls as well. I was like trying to... I couldn't remember if... you get the ones with the bars up here as well, don't you? But it didn't fit for there. So then I put it here. Bang over guess. Bang over guess and done there, but we did have oil bombs as well. So, yeah. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a... Oh, damn. Could you see that? Not really. Nah, it's not really visible. Maybe if I took, you know, that slight blur there, you could have seen that it was a thingy. Well, I mean, they've got a bit of a slide, but I mean, just sort of like forgetting things, you know, because, well, the excuses come in. I didn't really play yesterday, or the day before, so the memory's a little foggy, which is my excuse. Right, 1467, so we can, yeah, we shouldn't lose too much. Apologies to the person if I beat them, because that's going to be an absolutely brutal amount of ELO for them to lose. But it happens. We should be in southern Germany, I believe. Yeah, so we'll lose like 10 odd ELO here, and then we could gain like over 20 and we'll be back in action, but the roles will be reversed for them, because that's the way the ELO system works. Safe is alright. But again, we're not actually playing horrendously. Just some dumb mistakes. We've got this Kazakhstan. And it's... I think this is just sort of like normal interior hill stuff, maybe. It's a little more. Okay, it's up there. Okay. There you go, Uzbekistan. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, if it had been, it would have been a ballsy guess. Don't really know there. Lots and lots of these palms. So, thinking either Philly or sort of North Sulawesi, Maluku sort of stuff. Okay, it was actually Southern Philly, but I guess it's kind of a hedge, to be honest, of everything. Norway, Southern? Potentially. Not sort of exposed to rock like that, but it's... I think so. Maybe a hedge. I'll go a bit further north. Yeah. Interesting stuff going on here. Yeah. Don't really know what's happening. Brazil. Maybe they'll go Paraguay or something. Don't know. Kind of throws me off a bit. It shouldn't, but it does. Yeah. Maybe it's a tactic. I don't know. And banger of a guess there. Oh, yeah. Can't tell if they're trolling, because we clicked BAMF on that. I mean, with going to Uzbekistan and the middle of the ocean on Norway, so maybe, I don't know. But I really want to win. Anyway, I really do want to win this. Oh, it says the place name. I just didn't. Merchiesa. Ecuador. Hello, sir. Hello, my God, what a G. What an absolute legend. I can't see the number plates, so any number plate on you? Not really. Could actually be Colo instead. Stay alive. We do stay alive. At least didn't go Ecuador. Germany. Great. Yeah, not good for us. That's game. Fair dues. Yeah, I probably could have just clicked middle there, but I kind of got a vibe. I don't really know what is going on here, or there, but everything else was fine. That was a little, because I thought we had Christmas trees, to be fair, which made it feel like remote, and it could have been remote Newfie. Although maybe with the road, I don't know. I don't think I ever go Alaska on this. But there's no way it's Banff. And at 14 something rating, it's a bit weird. But hey-o. We'll leave it there. Because we're down in 13-12. Again, nothing there was too horrendous. Just, a couple of dumb mistakes. And whatnot.